Hello, viewers, and welcome back to Riven. We are at the island of the oven. I can't tell what this is. I think maybe it's a piece of glass filled with a color, and it's telling us danger, hot, red, don't go in there. Maybe. Oh, you can see very faintly the pentagon and the star shape on the door. That's interesting. So we currently have the water going here. And right now, water is going through the right pipe. The left pipe comes around a weird bend and does something. What does this do? Okay, that opens and closes this. What does this do? It makes a loud noise. It lifts up something that's inside of there, above the water. So it maybe lowers something into the water. Okay. And this does some secondary routing. Oh, that is the gas for the fire. Just trying to back off so I can get a better view. Let's swap that. That's going to drain the water. Okay. I'm still not quite sure what this is doing. But oh, that's gonna fill up the water. So somehow that lets the water pressurize. And with this lever open and this secondary pipe on, that lets the water drain. So somehow that's making like a suction. Okay. And then what happens if put the water back here? See, I'm not sure what that actually does. Maybe the water actually just has to be on that pipe in order to power this lever. Yes. It's water powered. And now the door can open. And while we are in here, somebody could activate it. And we'd be very sad. This is not a place you want to be in. All right, before we go in there, let's read our entry. We are on 62087. I think the solution... I think I have the solution. Why it did not occur to me sooner, I don't know. Unless the idea of it had been pushed out with the thought of my sons. A prison book. Many years ago, during a hunting expedition through the ruins of Denai, I chanced upon a formula for a most unusual type of book. Unfortunately, due to the fact that my father was then in the habit of confiscating my discoveries, I was forced to leave it behind. Years later, however, as part of my efforts to protect the vulnerable worlds linked to the books in my library, I was pleased to find that I could still recall most of the formula, and with a little experimentation quickly succeeded in creating one of these devices myself. The procedure is actually quite simple. By altering key lines of text, but slightly, a normal linking book's connection can be partially severed, such that anyone who attempts to use the book will be permanently trapped in the dark void of the link. That is, unless someone else then uses the book, at which point that person would become trapped and the first person displaced back into the world. Oh, that's horrible. So it's not even a world, right? I thought like they were in their own little world, but they're not. It's kind of like the spot between the worlds, like the whole idea of a wormhole, except you go in one portal, you never come out the other. It's actually really horrible. But recall, he did not originally do this to trap his sons. He did this to trap people that were greedy, who were breaking into his library. It just happened to be his sons. Unfortunately for everyone involved. The technique can be applied to books that have already been written, changes to the original text being so slight that anyone who is unfamiliar with the code will be unable to detect them. If indeed my father has not changed, what better bait could there be than a book that appeared to a link back here to deny? All right, that was a good entry, so we'll leave it at 1. But that's really interesting. I'm going to say that word a lot, apparently. Maybe a habit I picked up from Swordfish. But it is. That's really cool. Okay, so we are in the pipe that the water drained through. I'm just clicking blindly. I cannot see. I hope there's not something in here I'm going to miss. We're climbing up. And this leads us to where? Okay, we're outside the pipe. This shows us where all the water drains to, I suppose. Oh, and there's a path here. Yeah, and there's a pool here. And there's the pipe. And I have no idea how we climbed out or how we would climb back in, but I'm sure we probably could if we wanted. I hear something up here. There's a lot of pipes up here. I'm trying to make sure I'm not missing anything. I'm going to say that a lot. It doesn't look like this is the path you're supposed to be able to go to get here. I don't mean for us. I mean, this does not look like the normal path one would take for someone who knows their way around this place to get into this thing. I mean, look at the bar there. It's just like the balcony of somebody's house. All right, I want to see if this can open before. Okay, that'll get us down outside. Let's go ahead and take a look. I will desperately try not to ever say take a look. It's in a book. It's Riven. But I just said it once. That should be good enough. Okay, we got a vent. We have maybe some kind of things that can burn. We could just put one there. I assume we close it. Turn it on. No. Still got it there. Can that do something? We need this to stop spinning, I think. But I don't have a way to do that right now. We've tried every combination, right? We can turn this on first. No. We can close it and then turn it on. Oh, there's this pulley, which I think this would lower it. I feel like this is supposed to catch on fire somehow. Not sure how. And the fan's still spinning. Okay. So we probably need to do something with this pipe. Oh my gosh. Hold on. Yes. That's what we need to do. How do I look up? How do I come over here? How do I go down ladders? Okay, yes. So we need to turn this water on. The third one. Question is, can we get there from here? Oh, we can. That's fabulous. Wonderful. Boom. So this is where it was originally, which is kind of silly. Our rule of levers has failed us. Except we couldn't have gone all the interesting directions we went had we not done that little mini adventure. And actually, we probably would not have been able to get up here from the bottom. So it was necessary. Now, whatever this does works. So we got our pellet on there. Makes most sense to me if it's closed. And now it should lower for some reason. Oh, no. No, no, no. No, no, no. It needs to be open. It certainly does. It needs to be open. It's going to attract something. This is some kind of trap to catch something. I don't know what. I really have no clue why I would want it. But you notice, not just clicking on this, you click there, and it slams much faster than just closing it regular, I believe. Let me see if I just... No, I guess not. But I do... I think that's a clue. So let's lower this. Here's a little food pellet. I thought it was like some kind of fuel for a fire. And we listen. And maybe this pipe is scaring whatever it is. Okay, let's try to pull it up and see if it's closed. If it's not, I got one more thing I want to try. Okay, it's not closed, and the pellet's there. I have a good feeling. I have no past memory of a solution to this thing. I haven't looked up any guides. I'm thinking it through, and I think that's the most fun way to try to solve these. It's not always the most entertaining way, but if you know the solution, it's fun for at least a little while until it gets agonizing. Like, no, come on, just see it. See the answer, bRanN. I'm thinking logically, because I think that's what they would do. Like this water there, making that noise, is probably going to scare whatever's there. I don't think we can lift it back up without the water. Let's just go in here and see. No, it does nothing. Okay. I'll be right back. Okay, we got the water back, so we can lift this up. Anything? Anything. I don't know. Did it reset because I left, or is there something in there? Oh, gosh. Oh, geez. Oh, no. Ah! Hello. Hi, little guy. Hello, guy. Hi. Oh. What is that for? I feel like it's related to the fan somehow, though I don't get how. Okay, we're going to put that down. I can't believe that worked. That's so genius. Now, it may have worked if I had just left and come back. It might not have been that I had to turn off the water. But if it was, that's fun. That's cool. All right, so my next idea that I was going to try after that, and we're going to have a frog now to play with, if it works, is let's get this other thing going. I don't have anything to put in here, so I don't think activating the chopper really matters. This was on when I first activated it. It had to be on in order to do what I wanted. We're going to turn on the water. That should fill it up. Okay. We're going to switch our power to this other thing, which is going to lower this into the water, which I think is going to be what allows the water to boil. Okay, and then we're going to turn it on. I'm really not sure if that has to be lowered or raised. I'm not sure what difference that makes at this point. But we should start to see some bubbles. Very good. Excellent work. And the device says, no hot, no touchy, too hot. Don't go in there. You'll be sad. And there's these... We're walking awfully close to these flames. Oh, no, and I need... I think it doesn't need continuous water power. I think the water just powers the hydraulics, literally hydraulics, right? Because it's hydro-powered to kind of flip the levers in the positions and places that we want. Now that we've done that, for curiosity's sake, let's come up here. You'd think that there would be water coming out. I guess the water only comes out of here as it's draining. I'm curious now if we were to drain this, if we ran over here really fast, if we'd be able to see it draining, but I don't know. Now, does that do something different to this? I feel like we should be able to go in that vent, but we have to figure out a way to make that a possibility. If we truly get stuck here, we still have that village to go back and look at. Oh my gosh. It's the froggy. What can I do? It's the froggy. Is that what he did last time? I don't think that's what he did last time. Did he jump in the fan? That'd be a solution. It wouldn't be a good solution. But that'd be a solution. I don't know what we're doing here with this frog. I imagine I'm going to find a use for a frog later on. He does do something different every time. I mean, if we wanted to be a completionist, we could sit here and just keep trapping him. That doesn't sound like fun to me. Let's see if we can go anywhere else. We got to be able to climb into that vent, but somehow we got to make it so that vent's dumb and breaks. And I don't know, is there a way we can overload the system? Let's just go look at this briefly. So we can boil the water. I think I unboiled the water when I drained it last. This, I think, in theory, should do nothing because it's not powered. The reason this component of it still works is because we're physically touching it with our hands. We are making that happen. So if I come over here and switch this, I'm just making sure I understand how this works. This is no longer powered. So this no longer does anything. Okay, so we'll put that back to default. But now if we open this, it's going to drain while it's boiling. Is it? Seems like it should. Or can it not drain because of this? Flip the power there. That can't move. Is that because it's being boiled? Can it not drain while it's being boiled? Is that the issue? Or can this not move while it's being boiled? Okay, I'm waiting for some kind of response here. This is just not lifting up at all. Am I not? I'm not powering any of it. I'm not doing anything. I'm not making any changes here because I don't have it. I don't have it powered. I forgot to switch the power on to this device. So, yeah. We'll get that water boiling again. And I'm going to play with this off camera a little, just in case it's to no avail. And then when I bring you back next episode, I'll show you what I found out, if I found out anything. Otherwise, we'll just head back to the village if I can climb back up through that pipe, which I should be able to. But until then, this has been bRanN. I will see you next video. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Have a great day.